Let me see if I can get us live in the Facebook group too. Always takes a minute. Now the Facebook has changed everything. Hopefully we're here. So I wanted to show you our Christmas stockings piece, and I wanted to talk to you about a fun new spacer idea I have for everyone. If you've worked with our wood cutouts before, you know that sometimes spacers are included, and there are spacers with this particular cutout too. But there was an interesting hurdle, there was an interesting challenge, and I think that I found a really fun way to fix our challenge. As people who are in my classes know, I sell most of my art by shipping, so I'm always very careful about making sure that the pieces are as safe as they can be. There's nothing worse than getting an email or a note from a customer and having them say, "Oh, the piece arrived and it's broken." Let me add this to the stage here so that you can see the piece. Oops. I knew I was going to hit the wrong one. Oh well. It let me do that before. That's not what I want. So I'll add it back this way. Good enough. So what I wanted to share is that we had a couple of pieces, this candy cane for one, this candy cane also, because of the spacers and the way that things are layered, they kind of were floating out there, and I was worried about shipping them. However, to put a wood spacer underneath of that, I was afraid that it was going to show a little bit too much and be distracting because these cuts are thin. So what I came up with was putting a glass spacer underneath. Whenever I cut glass, clear glass especially, I break up all of the extra pieces in little square chunks with the idea that I can make my own fiberglass and use it. But these little pieces of glass that I have cut are perfect little spacers. Some of them, they're not specifically sized since we're just cutting them by hand. So you just kind of go through and find the piece that works for the spacer that you're trying to create. I didn't glue mine in at all. I just slid them under before I added resin in any place that I thought was going to be a little bit fragile, would potentially have a problem with shipping. So I did, let me see if I can move this over. I added a little piece under here. I added a little piece of glass here, and then a third one under this candy cane on this side. So if you turn it up to the side, you can just barely make out this piece of clear glass. And I think that it turned out perfectly. I've had this piece up on my counter for a couple of days, and I love it. The bright red. I love the treatment that we did on the front of the stockings. I think they turned out really pretty. I like that each of them is just a little bit different. I also absolutely love the little holly and berries. I got these from Teresa Wolf. You can find her Facebook group, Shard Lovers United. And I'll also, in this video, I'll link her website so that you can check her out. She has some really fun stuff. This flat vitrograph glass that you can see here is from her. The beautiful little beads, she has a name for these and I forgot what she calls them. I love these. I wish I'd had more of those. They turned out really pretty on here. So I wanted to share how it turned out. If you're not part of the Shelly Parker ART group, sorry, I just bonked into the microphone. We have all of our classes on Patreon. It's just $9.95 a month to join us. We have a new project every month. You can go to shellyparkerart.com and see exactly what we have. There's a link to our Patreon page. There's also a class library, so you can see all the classes that we have on the website so far. And there's new ones coming all of the time. Let me see if I can show the dimension of this a little bit. It's a big piece, so it's a little bit hard to get into the camera view for you. But I hope that you'll join us. We are having so much fun in the classes. We do offer the wood cutouts, so those are available, but we also have tracers for each of our classes. So if you don't want to purchase the wood cutouts, you certainly don't have to. You get all of the stuff that you need to be able to trace it out and paint it yourself. So it's going to try to show some of the dimension. It's really, really so pretty. So I hope you liked seeing it. I hope that you'll come join us. We do have a free Facebook group. All of those links will be in this video's description. So come hang out with us, ask questions if you have any, and we hope to see you there.